you saw, I'll just use that. I don't have it, but I'll use that and use that as an investment to get funds, even though I don't have the.
Mm-hmm.
You wonder why some of these financial advisors are on drugs. They come up with some wild. Number 3, Henry Kissinger is A, Zionist, B, started and trained a terrorist group, C, A and B, or D, none of the above.
C, A and B.
Correct. 4, what is a pass-through entity?
So I thought that was interesting. You know, people invest in a real estate investment trust, and then the company itself gives out the profits, and they don't have to. The company doesn't have to pay a tax on it. I had a question in relation to that too.
Okay, go ahead.
So real estate investment trusts in general would be something positive, except for the fact that a lot of it is based on the prison industrial complex investment.
Yep, everyone's feeding off the prison system. And a real estate investment trust is also your assisted living care homes. Those are real estate investment trusts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they look at the people, okay, we can't take care of mom anymore. The siblings say, okay, we're each going to kick in $2,000 every month for them to take care of mom. That's it. Mom's there. She's in an assisted living home. It's a real estate investment trust. The mother is looked as a guest. And so that $2,000 or the $2,000 between the if it's $5,000 per month, I've heard as high as $10,000. That's what happens. And so that goes into the company, but the company has it as a real estate investment trust because what? Those people are basically, it's like prison. When they mature, meaning they die, they move them out, bring a new elder in there to die.
Mm-hmm.
And that is traded, that company, like Merle used to work at a Riverbend, and then they had said something to the nurses, you know, you need to watch who you work for. And they didn't understand what they were saying. So then when I was studying real estate investment trust, I said, oh, wow, this is what he was talking about because the company trades on the stock market. All right. Let's see here. Okay, so we got all that. What is a pass-through entity? You answered that question?
Two.
Okay, the U.S. government declared bankruptcy in 1933, and Unicor was founded in 1934. What is the correlation?
So since there was no more money, as it were, per se, they needed the company needed a new.
What the hell is going on?
Itself up, and so that's when the prisons under the label of Unicor really started booming, and so they were using the prisoners, which for free, to rebuild the economy. I thought that was interesting that was founded in 1934, 1 year after 1933.
So they've been doing this prison, or they call it the military industrial complex, has been around for quite some time. Because it was like you put people, back in the days, you put people in jail for the sake of putting them, you know, for, hey, you broke the law, you go to jail, and then you get released. That was it. It wasn't to monetize their, wasn't about monetizing that. Not at all. Okay, so now, top secret banker's manual. A history of payments for a debt is evidence that you agreed to the debt unless you do what?
Unless you, let's say, publish. Oh no, you have to write payment under extortion payment.
You have to call it an extortion
You have
payment.
to call an extortion payment, yes.
Okay. The advice given on page 56 is to share the bank's correspondences with others. This is the same chief has been saying that you must blank all commercial dishonor on the internet.
Publish.
Or false, a debt collector and a lender collecting their own debt are the same thing.
True.
You have false here. False.
False. False.
Debt collector and a lender collecting their own debt. It's not the same.
Right. Those are two different things.
Multiple choice, for multiple choice. Wealth is anything that you can buy, sell, trade.
Sell. You there?
Yeah.
Okay, it says sell.
See, I'm looking at this from a different perspective. When I hear wealth, I equate wealth to value. And I said, yeah, you can buy a $5 million mansion. You can sell a $5 million mansion. You can trade a $5 million mansion. Like in the case of Birdman, he used his mansion as collateral on a loan. And then when he didn't pay the loan back, they took the mansion. So I'm looking at that more than just sell, because that's a one. Wealth has value. It's got more than one way of looking at it.
Yeah, that's what the article says.
Yeah. So I'm saying all three.
Okay.
Because it has to have value. If you're in a tight spot, a sponge, you're in a tight spot. Hey, I can sell it. I can move it. I can liquidate it. And 5, what law that bankers are supposed to follow could end the economics of stealing, counterfeiting, and swindling?
Gap.
Okay. And what is gap? What's
General
that?
accounting. General. Oh gosh, principles. Generally accepted accounting principles.
Okay. And so make sure you burn that into your CPU. Did everybody get Antonio Guterres's oath of office, the UN Secretary General? Okay. Who didn't do that, put your hands up if you didn't do it, if you didn't get his oath. Okay, so that's Kuchu, Heather. So everybody else has it? Oh, Taruk, okay.
I do not, Chief.
Okay, I know you don't. Okay, get that oath. I cannot stress that enough. That is, listen. On the 7-Day Communication, I played the recording of, what's his name? Zaid al-Hussein, who's the UN Commissioner for Office of the High Commissioner for Human Rights. I played the video. We sent the email out so everybody will get it. You can watch yesterday's. And he said, I will stand for your human rights. I will stand up for your human rights. So those are the type of statements. You pause the video, print it off, screenshot it, and post it into Word if you have to, and print it from there. These are things.
What the hell is going on?
Guterres is on the UN. There's a video, and there's also the transcript of him putting, and he's saying he's going to follow the UN organ.
What the hell is going on?
That is a contract. Ashachak, you had your hand up. Okay, you didn't do your, yeah, get that, especially with your case there in a line night, Ashachak.
Goofball.
You'd have to get that oath. Sal put it in the chat there.
What the hell is going on?
They're handing stuff to you all on a platter. Now, how y'all want to eat? Buffet, or you want to eat? What's the other one? You want to do the $2 chicken wing special at churches? It's up to y'all. Anyone to do like Fat Boys, all you can eat.
Goofball.
All right. Okay, so next, Nick's Kamish. You there?